Hi, I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for the great things that you are doing for us in Young Life Africa and Middle East. More so, Young Life Africa East. I would like to say thank you so much for your prayers and thank you so much for your continuous support. And as I said thank you, I would like to share some few things that has happened to Young Life Africa East, that what the Lord has been able to do for us, so that we will continue praying for us and continue walking with us in this journey. For the past few years, as we all know, the pandemic has been an issue in Young Life, and not only in Young Life, all over the world. So it did not spare us, Young Life Africa and Middle East. But despite that, God was able to do so many great things. One of the things that I'd like to thank God is, like, despite this difficult time, we were able to grow leaders by 2%. So that is the good news that I felt, that we never went down, but we grew at least 2% of the number of leaders. When we grew 2%, that shows like God was able to help us in a special way. And this happened because of your prayers. This happened because of your consistent prayers. And also as a result of your prayers, we continue innovating ways of reaching kids in a very special way during this COVID time. We did not have time to be able to do maybe one-on-one club, but we initiated several methods that enabled us to continue maintaining club spirit. It was like during club time, each leader, wherever he or she was, will be able to invite at least three kids to be able to come, and he will be able to share with them gospel and maybe play some indoor games, because it was allowed to meet up to 4 people. So each leader during club time will invite 3 kids to come to his house or wherever he is, and he was able to share the gospel. And this also happened because of your prayers. Your prayers enabled us to be able to innovate that one. I know in Uganda they innovated something where a leader was able to work with 4 teenagers. So the gospel continued being spread even during this time, and we thank God for that. And many kids were able to continue hearing the gospel of Jesus, and leaders continued to pursue teenagers in wherever they are. When every voice was about COVID, when every voice was about death, teenagers needed to hear another voice. And our leaders were able to give that alternative voice, which was voice of hope from Jesus Christ. So the voice of hope from Jesus Christ kept on going to the teenagers. So I just want to say thank you so much, because all this happened because of your prayers and because of your support. During that particular time also, leaders were able to cater for themselves and sometimes cater for teenagers, and support also parents for teenagers, especially in terms of food. Many leaders came together, they were able to contribute food and support the most needy teenagers and support the most needy families, together with those teenagers who are able to come from our families where they can be able to get something. That was something that happened. I want to take also an example of Uganda, where they came up with a very help your friend, help your co-leader, or help your co-teenager see tomorrow, by providing food or something to eat for that teenager. We thank God for that. Those were the most things that happened during this time of COVID, and we are able to continue ministering to teenagers. Like, despite our innovation, we were able to minister to over 100,000 teenagers participating in clubs, not direct club, maybe indirect clubs, but by the end of the day, they were able to participate in those clubs, and we thank God for that. And we thank God for your also prayers that enable us to do that. As we prepare ourselves for the next beginning time, we are preparing ourselves in a very special way. We have so many great plans that are coming up. We have leaders development. We have new ministries that we have planned out to implement using MapTree and List. We are really redirecting leaders to start thinking of the next school. We are directing leaders to start thinking of the next teenager. And each and every country, they are developing a plan of reaching the next kid or reaching the place that they have not reached. And they are going to reach that through MAP. Tree is going to help them to develop leaders. And List is going to help them to have prayer partners who will be able to pray for them to be able to achieve this. Thank you so much for partnering with us. All this happened because you are able to partner with us, and we continue praying for you from Africa East and from Africa Middle East. We say thank you so much. And we also inform you like we are still dreaming to reach the next place in the entire continent. One of our plans that we are praying for, we want to grow like 5x. Why 5x now? Because we feel like during COVID we lost some ground, and we are praying that now that things are coming to normal, we're able to build the ground, a fresh ground in this particular day. Kids are being impacted, lives are being changed for many teenagers. I remember one teenager who is called Felix. Felix shared a testimony that really touched me, and Felix said this: I used to hear a lot that Jesus is a savior. Jesus is a savior. But being with Young Life Leader during this time of COVID, I've realized what it means to Jesus is a savior. To me, I feel like Jesus is a savior because he's using somebody to be able to come and save me. Somebody who believes, somebody who trusts, and someone who follows him. He's using that particular person to be able to come and be able to save me. And I feel that I see that in Young Life Leaders. Most of Young Life Leaders became shepherds of these teenagers. Most of these Young Life Leaders were able to affirm these teenagers despite that time when everything seems to be very, very, very tough. They were able to work with these teenagers and show them how to become victorious in many things that they go through, how they are able to become victorious. They were able to involve these teenagers to be part and parcel of their family. And that one enabled teenagers understand what completely means to be able to be a savior. And thank you so much. All this is happening because of us partnering with you. Thank you. I can go on and on.